Today on Helping Hands, Photos for Cures was founded the day a friend lost their 3-year-old son, Dylan Seymour, to cancer. 100% of the proceeds from Photos for Cures helps St. Jude's Research Hospital. Stay tuned to hear how you can get involved. It's all coming up right now on Helping Hands. Welcome to this edition of Helping Hands. I'm your host, Kristen Doucette. I'd like to welcome my first guest to the show today, Kim Rosen, who is the founder of Photos for Cures, which benefits St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Hi, Kim.
Hi,
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. So I thought we'd begin today with why you founded Photos for Cures.
Well, I have always been a partner in hope with St. Jude's, which is the commercial you usually see on TV that makes people cry. It's the $19 a month. And I decided to step that up a little bit after a friend lost his 3-year-old to cancer. And I took my passion and skill for photography and founded Photos for Cures. And I can be an event photographer, and I charge a minimal fee and donate all of it to St. Jude's.
Now, why did you feel compelled to do this? Like, why were you, when you heard about the passing of your friend's son, why was it like, I need to do something?
Because for me, anytime I see or hear about a child that is stricken with cancer, it's unfair. They should be playing games and going to school and not dealing with the hospital. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how long has Photos for Cures been going on for?
I launched it May 24th, 2010, so a little over a year.
Okay. And how is it going so far?
Better than I imagined,
really?
Actually. Yeah. This past Saturday, I had my 44th photo shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, are you keeping track of how much?
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
Yes. So launched on May 24th. I've had 44 shoots, and I'm right under $3,000 at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. And for the first, let me think for a minute, 6-7 months, I was only charging $25 an hour.
Oh, wow.
And I decided to up it to $35 an hour. So.
Now, how are you able to do this? How are you able to donate 100% of the proceeds?
Well, I am lucky enough to have an enjoyable, good salaried full-time job. So I think that's a big thing. I don't need to profit. So it's very easy for me just to have the client write the check directly to St. Jude's, and there you go. And I just mail it in.
Now, how are you spreading the word about this?
How am I not? Facebook, Twitter, and word of mouth. That's how I've gotten a lot of my shoots, is friends of friends. Somebody that's heard about me through someone that did have a successful shoot, and they contact me.
Okay,
so
good. Now, so you said 100% of the proceeds is going to St. Jude's. Now, how is that money helping others?
Well, I can answer that. Some of these numbers I don't have memorized, but St. Jude's is excellent at breaking down what their costs are. Okay, so in fact, I just got an email the other day with an updated fact sheet. So chemotherapy for one child for a day is roughly $1,400.
Wow.
So if I do, a photo shoot and the client writes a check for $150, that does add up. And, as soon as you get to the $1,400, you can think to yourself, well, wow, I just helped pay for chemotherapy.
For one day.
For one day.
Which is
right.
A lot.
Oh, it is a lot.
It's crazy to think about. How can residents help you with this mission? I know it seems like just call you up, do a photo shoot, but how can people help?
If you go to my website, which is photosforcures.com, there is a direct link on the top where if you live far away and you want to help with my mission, you can't hire me for photos, there's a link that says Give Now, and it goes right to St. Jude's, and they can actually help my fundraising efforts that way.
Okay.
Or hire me. If you're within, 45 minutes travel time, I'd be more than happy to get in the car and help you out.
Okay. So let's talk about what you photograph.
Okay.
What can people use you for?
At this point, anything.
Okay.
I had said no to weddings, but I'm actually doing one Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So anything that I'm comfortable with, that the client is comfortable with. My portfolio is online,
Okay.
So people can see my style. I don't claim to be a professional. I'm not going to come with interchangeable lenses. I don't do any of that. It's a nice camera, done. We make it happen that way.
Now, as far as what the client would receive, let's talk about that. Do they
Sure.
get a disc? How does
Sure.
that work?
Okay, so after the shoot, and I tend to be pretty trigger happy, so I've been known to take 200 photographs at a 2-hour event.
Okay.
I go home and I edit them, and I upload them to Snapfish, which is one of those photo links where people can join, register for free, and order good quality prints for 9 cents a copy. So it's really a good deal. Plus, they can make photo books and whatnot that way as well.
Kim, do you think this is something that's going to continue for years and years and years?
As long as I have my own health and a camera, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're taking something that you are pretty great at. You are raising money for this amazing cause. You have to feel, at the end of the day, you have to feel pretty good about what you're doing. Like how let's describe that.
Well, I've always called it a triple win because I win. I love photography. I thoroughly enjoy what I do. The client wins because they are not only getting to donate to a wonderful organization that most people have heard of, but they're also getting all of the photographs, which is unheard of if you look at a professional photographer. And the third win is the hospital. Just to, at the end of the day, send a check in to them.
Right.
And they keep a tally of what I've raised. So,
Right. Now, what was the response from St. Jude's?
Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a very unique mission that I have here, and it's hopefully one that they will embrace. One of the VPs of fundraising loves the idea. He's a photographer himself.
Okay.
And, they're considering bringing this on board as a actual way of fundraising for St. Jude's.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so my fingers are crossed for
Yeah,
that.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, was there anything else like Photos for Cures out there that you know
Well,
of?
not to name drop, but I know there's such a thing as Flashes of Hope,
Okay.
where they also charge a low rate and they photograph terminally ill children
Okay.
only. As far as I know, don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
So for me, I again can photograph anything, animals, bar mitzvahs, whatever. It really doesn't matter.
Right. Now, as the years will continue to go on, what's your hope for Photos for Cures? What do you hope this could be?
Well, I hope it continues to raise awareness. I hope it continues to grow with other photographers joining my mission. I do currently have 2 other ones that have stepped up to join. So I'm hoping that continues because anybody with a camera, be it professional or not,
Right.
can help.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And I love what you said about the triple win because it really is
Oh, yeah.
exactly that.
Yeah.
It's just helping others. You're getting so much from it.
Right.
And although you're just one person,
Right.
you can make a difference. And I think that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
we should get across. I think people think, what can I do?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you're really taking your talent and you're turning it into this beautiful thing.
Yeah. And
So-
it's all for Dylan.
Right, it's all for Dylan. And so that gets me to my next point, is that we're going to take a short break, but when we get back, we're going to meet the father of Dylan, who is your inspiration.
Yes.
So, and you're going to come back later in the show, so we'll see you in a few minutes,
Okay.
all right?
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.